management, book you a consultation on the swinkagency.com. I can redo that part. I know you said we had. Okay. Hey everybody, it's me, Swink from the Swink Agency. Today we're going to talk about what needs to be included in your operations section of your business plan. The last video, we spoke about the company section. We went through point by point what data needs to be included in your company section. So today we're going to roll right on to the next section, which is your operations plan. So when you're done writing your company section and you've wrapped it up and you're ready to move on to your operations plan, you want to first start with your facility hours. You want to let the reader know what days you're going to be open and what your hours of operations are going to be. You want to also mention if you have any before hour or after hour activities or options available as well. You also want to go into your personnel, your staff. You want to describe exactly what titles and what positions you need for your operations. You need to also list what their skills requirements are. You also want to talk about what the growth plan is. You know, if you want to start out with 10 employees and you're going to reduce it to 4 during year 2, or do you want to start out with 4 and increase it to 10 during year 1? You know, you want to be really specific about your personnel goals when it comes to your operations section, because that's very important. You want to make sure you let people know that you're going to have enough people to run your business, basically. Next, you want to talk about the operating schedule. You know, or is it going to be split schedule? Some companies have split schedules to where they have a first shift and a second shift. Some companies have one straight shift. So if you have multiple shifts, you want to describe that as much as possible as well. After that, you want to talk about your quality management. You know, some products require quality control. So when it comes to the beauty industry or something, you know, you can't just whip up makeup or a hair product and just put it out there. You know, there's testing involved, there's quality standards involved, you know, there's chemicals that have to be tested, things like that. So you want to go more into details on how you want to make sure your products are safe, you know, environmentally free or whatever. How are you going to check that you're putting out quality, safe products into the environment, basically. You want to go deep into that quality measurement aspect of things, as well as your daily maintenance. You know, who's going to take care of your facilities? What's expected of your staff? You know, are your staff expected to empty trash every day, or do you want to have a contracted, you know, cleaning crew come in to keep it clean and, you know, nice and sparkly or whatever? You want to mention that as well. Risk management, there's a lot involved there, so we're not going to get into heavy details during this video, but if you want more information on how to write your risk management plan, you know, schedule a consultation on swinkagency.com and we'll help you out there. Next, you want to roll into your inventory. You know, what's required for startup. You know, you want to start with an inventory list. If you're a restaurant, you want to create your menu list. You want to have your list of menu items listed there. You can put it inside your plan, or you can put it at the end as a part of your appendix. It's totally up to you. My opinion, I basically go off how pretty it is. If you have a pretty menu, we put it within the section of your business plan. If it's just basic, it goes toward the end. That's just my rule. Next, you want to go into technologies. What's required technology-wise? You know, do you have an app for your company? Do you have tablets? You know, some companies utilize tablets for whatever. You know, do you utilize tablets? Do you have mobile apps? What type of POS systems do you deal with? You know, how are you going to track your sales, your inventory, your payroll, things like that? That's majorly important when it comes to your operation, is that onboarding process and your technologies. So you want to make sure you go deep into details on how you plan to hire your staff, how you're going to manage them, how you're going to pay them, how you're going to track the inventory in and out, things like that, because that takes up the bulk of your operations plan. Your staff, your technology, and your onboarding process takes up a whole lot of the operations section. Next, you want to go into your production and delivery schedules. How are you going to produce your products or your service? Does it require manufacturing? If so, what is your process there? If you have a product, say, I don't know, mugs or something, who's printing your mugs? Who's shipping them? Who's making them? Who are your manufacturers? You don't have to include your vendor list, but you want to get more into that manufacturing process of how your product is made. Is it made in China, shipped to the US, and then you package it yourself and ship it out? Or is it made in China and it's packaged and shipped directly, drop shipped to your client from China? You want to go as much into that production process as possible. Next, you want to mention your delivery schedule. How do you get your products to your client? Do they have to pay for shipping? Is shipping free? Do you offer different stages of shipping options? You want to go deep into that delivery section as well. Do you use a courier service to deliver? How fast do you deliver your products? You want to get a little deep into that section as well. Last but not least, one thing I always recommend is waste management. You want to talk about how you track your waste management. If you are a restaurant, how do you track waste management? You know, you can't just deliver people the food and then they just chalk it at the end of the night and then that's it. And then at the end of the month, you don't know where your inventory is going. You know, that's just a random example. But waste management is very important. If you are in the medical field, you know, you're going to be dealing with body fluids and sharp pointed needles and things like that. How do you get rid of that? Because obviously you're not just going to chuck it in the trash can and throw it out with your regular trash. Do you have like a special lab come to pick that up and destroy it for you? Like always, I'm Sandra Swink from the Swink Agency. Tune in.
On the beat.
Ooh, I am feeling this hat. You like it? Yeah, it's dope. SwinkAgency.com.
Hey, did you enjoy this video? Well, be sure to log on to our official website at theswinkagency.com and come see what all we have to offer. We offer everything from business development plans, creative design, marketing, and even event planning. And while you're at it, like this video, share with your friends, and leave us a comment below. Thanks for watching.